One of our other contestants today. What's your name?
My name's David.
David, and where are you from originally?
David, I'm originally from Backwater, Kentucky.
Backwater, Kentucky. Is that anywhere near Backwash, Kentucky?
I think so, but I'm not too sure. I haven't been at that side of town.
David, how did you get involved with this show originally?
Well, it's a long story. I actually used to raise centipedes out on a farm with my uncle, and we used to do a lot of tractor plowing, a lot of tilling. And what happened was we were actually running a moonshine plant, and somebody called and said there was a chance to actually win some construction gear and some prize money. They recommended me. I came on down, and one thing led to another, and now I'm here.
Did you like the show last year?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I didn't really like that Russ guy or whatever, the Foreman. I thought he was a little mean. Our Foreman this year, I haven't really got to feel him out yet.
Now that would be Gordon, right?
Yeah, Gordon. We had a real brief run-in in the construction. We don't call him a locker room. I think they call him like a hub or something like that. We had a brief run-in there. He kind of gave me a slap on the backside I wasn't too fond of. But outside of that, I don't really know much about him,
Well, we're a few weeks into the show now. We've lost some contestants already. How do you think you've shown the staying power that you've shown to stay with it this long?
Well, I think it's just because, I think I do a good job of staying on everyone's side. Samantha seems to have kind of a fondness for me. I find her annoying at times, but she's kind of cute when she bends over to pick tools up, which is always a good thing to have.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a lot better than a camel.
In what way is that better than a camel, David?
Well, I'm a big fan of cigarettes, but the apples,
I understand. You seem to have some background in construction. What would you do with the prize money?
Well, I think if I got the prize money, I think that I would start up my own whiskey till. And I'd probably give a little bit to a couple charities, like the Farmers That Need More Teeth Foundation, or maybe the Lick-A-Lot-A-Puss Foundation down in Virginia.
I know it well. Let's talk about some of your other contestants here. Now, of course, we've talked a little bit about Samantha. Tell us a little bit about Sally. A lot of people accuse her of being somewhat bitchy, somewhat manipulative, a little bit of a loose cannon. How do you and Sally get along?
Yeah, see, it's again, I try to stay on everybody's good graces, Sally, I don't really have a problem. I don't think it's so much as she's bitchy or has a problem. I think it's just more that Sally's, I almost think she might be a lesbian because she seems to have a lot of anger issues, and not that I'm, an attractive guy, but normally women, we get along real well. And Sally seems to always have a gumption against me for some reason. I really don't know why.
Slightly new reality. You've got a little bit more history with Gordon. He's pretty abusive, etc., etc. Let's talk about your crew chief. There have been some complaints already about Gordon. How are you and Gordon getting along?
Yeah, Gordon's a fucking asshole. All right, I'm gonna just tell it to you like that. I've worked with a lot of people in my life. Gordon for no reason, will just walk up and slap you in the mouth. I'd do it to you right now just to demonstrate, but I don't want to slap you. I'm not a slapping kind of person, If a guy's gonna hit me, I want a nice clean fist inside my head. When he does it, it's not even out of friendship. He does a lot of yelling. I don't appreciate it at all.
I can understand that. The answer to this, by the way, is going to be a stack of papers. What is he usually hitting people with?
Usually a stack of papers.
That seems a little strange. Maybe he's avoiding the open fist hit?
I think he's avoiding the open fist because I think he's kind of a ninny, to be honest with you. I think he's one of those up north guys, kind of maybe never had a fight. I think because he's got the power of the Foreman position, that he enjoys kind of laying it on everybody, but he doesn't want to do it with his hands. There's a lot of other things I'm sure that are tied in. He probably wasn't played with or held enough as a child. Probably pulled the wings off flies in his grandmother's basement, things like that.
David, I want you to be perfectly candid with us here. You could probably be running this construction site a lot better, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Mainly just because, like I said earlier, I get along with people. I'm a people person. If people look at me, they say, "Hey, you know what? David's a people person," and I am. I'm a people person of people, for people.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the installation itself. As far as you can tell, how are things going out here?
I think it's kind of tricky. Those pipes, they get pretty long. And I got a lot of experience working with long pipes, but not having to connect them. Normally the long piping that I work with, you don't connect. And being that I'm not totally familiar with the construction business, it's kind of hard to learn how to, connect the pipe the way it's supposed to be done.
Now, what's your favorite part of being out here thus far?
I think the fresh air. I'm a big, being from the South, I'm a big fresh air nut. I'm glad we're not in a city. One of those, like I don't even know what that one is, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, whatever other revival show they got going on, or Survivor show, all that other stuff. I'm just glad that's not for me. I'm much more of a dirt and air kind of guy.
Now, Damon, a lot of people have suggested that he's a harmless prankster. A lot of other people selected that he's really a malicious and mischievous bastard. What are your thoughts about Damon?
I don't think he's so much of a bastard. I think Damon's just, I think he's misunderstood. You know, I think he's the kind of kid, I say kid, you know, he's not really a kid, but I think he still has that kid mentality. Like, I don't think he ever had a chance to drive his own car or clean his own ass when he was younger. I think he was one of those, you know, mom reach around, you know, a reach around when I grab, clean the back of the ass. I think that's what happened to Damon. I think that's why he is the way he is.
Now, next tribal meeting here, we're probably going to be voting somebody off. Can you tell us which way you're going to be voting?
You know, if it was up to me, we'd get rid of the Foreman. You know, I just, like I said, I mean, he's a real pain in the ass. You know, he's too much into just beating people with pipers.
David, thank you for talking with us today.
Hey, not a problem. Appreciate it. Hope I win.